Everybody, welcome back to Drawbridge Finance. Today I want to talk to you about rule number 1 of my 14 personal investment rules. Now there's a reason that this is rule number 1, and it is because if you don't follow this rule, you can't do any of the other 13 rules. If you don't pay yourself first, you will not have any money to actually invest. So what it means to pay yourself first is that we need to change our thinking about our investment money. Most people earn an income. They say somebody makes $100,000 a year. What they do is they start to pay everybody else. They pay their mortgage, they pay their rent, they pay for food, they pay for heating, they pay for clothing, cars. There is expenses. Everybody has the same expenses, and they pay all of these things. At the end of the month, they take whatever's remaining and they decide to give that to themselves. They take the remaining money and they put it into their investment account. The problem is that we live in a society where it's really easy to spend all of the money. So when you have the thinking that you're going to make your income and then spend it all, then you will have nothing left to give back to yourself. I always pay myself first. I decide how much I'm going to take from my income that I'm going to be putting towards my future self. Once I have made that decision, the rest of the money can go towards paying for other things. With this theory, if I choose to put 20% of my earnings into long-term savings that I can use in the future, I still have 80% of the money that I'm making to spend on whatever I want. And the theory is that you will just keep spending that 80% because that's how we function. We all do that. So when you've been told before it's really easy to make money, all you have to do is invest 10% of your income or 20% of your income. It is absolutely true. That is the very first step. If you only invested 20% of your income, you would automatically spend less money. Your investments would be growing. Your cost of living would be reduced. So when you finally get to that day where you get to retire, you would actually be used to spending less money. So it would be no problem for you to transition into a lifestyle where you had less money. So that's why pay yourself first is absolutely imperative. Now, of course, I also like to pair this with rule number 6 of my personal rules of investing, which is make your contributions automatic. Once you've decided how much of your income you want to put towards your future self, you should just set that up with your bank so that you no longer have to think about it. Every week when you get your paycheck, a portion of that should be automatically transferred into your long-term investment account. If you do those two things, paying yourself first before you pay anybody else and making that payment automatic, you won't even have to think about it. It's just going to happen from now until the day that you get to retire. That's why it is my absolute number 1 rule of investing. Thanks so much for watching. Let's get rich together. See you soon.